Well, hello everybody. Um, we'll just if you watched our last one, it was deleted, so I did delete it. So let's just recap real quick. Karate Kid Legends we loved. So I loved it. We loved it. Awesome. 4.7 for me. By the way, everybody, if you watched the last live stream, the power went out. I looked like it was in a scary movie, like something was going on there. But anyway, where were we? Okay,
We
so
are on Superman.
Superman. Well, let's for people who are just tuning in. So June, my most anticipated movie that year or that month or this month is 28 Years Later. Excited for that. Now we're in July. We talked about Jurassic World Rebirth. Excited for that. Now in Superman. So there we go.
Yeah. And we talked about how we're excited, but we're worried that they're doing too much. We're glad they're using underused characters because DC, they hoard out the main three.
Yep.
I think that was it. I think we're pretty much done with that one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But it's really hard right now because Henry Cavill just. It feels like we just had him and now he's gone. So
Yeah. We still
we'll
love
see.
Henry. We
We'll
still
see.
love you, Henry. Come back.
I love you, Henry. I love you. By the way, if anybody's tuning in from the last live stream, I'm sorry about that. Mother Nature sucks sometimes. No more power outages. Okay. So, up next, I have Fantastic Four.
So I do not have Fantastic Four next, but I do have Fantastic Four on the list. So we can talk about Fantastic Four.
Have it on the
We,
list.
we can talk about that. It's after the next one I have. We'll talk about Fantastic Four coming out July 25th.
Yes.
I've got my tickets already for July 26th.
Look at you go.
We are going Saturday morning at 11 a.m. I do not miss Marvel movies in theaters. I do not.
I will not miss this one in theaters at all.
I will be going to see. I usually see it, the first Saturday, unless I'm working, which I'm usually not. This particular case, fortunately, because I'm working weekends right now for the summer, I am off that weekend. So I got my tickets already. I'm very pumped for this. I'm excited to see what Marvel does with the Fantastic Four now that it's back in their grasp. It's not Fox. It's not Sony.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're tying it in. We kind of got a little teaser at the end, minor spoiler, at the end of Thunderbolts. So I'm really excited for this one. I think it looks really good. We're getting Galactus on the big screen, which is a very large deal, literally.
Yep.
Yeah.
So excited for this. So hold on real quick. I'm trying to see. Let me look at this. I'm sharing a link real quick to our group chat. But anyway, yes. So very excited for Fantastic Four. I think I was a fan of like the 05 movie and its sequel. I thought they were fun for what they are.
So I think they did really good for the time that it came out.
Yes.
I don't think they're movies that hold up very well now, but I also haven't rewatched them in a long time. I did recently rewatch the Fantastic Four with Miles Teller and all them in it. That movie is still rough.
It's rough, but
it had a great cast. It had really great CGI special effects. The story, the writing was just so rough.
Yeah, and like you could tell that like rewatching it, like for me, like you could tell what was a reshoot compared to their original scene. And the worst thing is, and bless Kate Mara, she's a great actress, but like you could tell like what was a wig and what was not a wig. Like it was
obvious.
You could tell what was that. So it's a rough movie. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but I feel like we're finally gonna get it right with this movie, and I'm excited for this. So
in Feige we trust.
Yes, 100%. I'm a Marvel fan.
This may shock you, but this is still not my most anticipated movie of the year.
Of the year?
This is number 2 for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got something that I'm more excited for.
Me too. I think I know what it is, but
it's towards the end.
Could be
It's
wrong.
it's almost one of the last ones I have on here.
This
Anyway.
is my second most anticipated movie of the year is Fantastic Four. So
The next movie I have is an anime called Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's essentially they're demon hunters.
Yeah.
That's basically the gist of it. The main character is possessed by a demon in a weird sense, and he uses that demon's powers to fight other demons.
Oh, okay.
That's the demons, ghosts, whatever you want to call them, spirits. That's basically the gist of it. I actually did not know this movie was coming out, which is crazy for me. As you know, I used to have an anime podcast, so it's unusual for me to not be aware of anime things coming out. But I actually did not know this movie was coming out, which is crazy because it literally comes out in like 3.5 weeks.
Wow.
So yeah, this will probably 100% be another movie theater watch for me. So now I have four movies in July. I've got to go to the movies and see.
So I have a fourth movie for July for me.
Yeah,
and that is I Know We Did Last Summer. I have been waiting 27 years since the last one. I still know we did last summer. Since this, I've been waiting for this movie this long. I've been waiting for Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. to come back. I've literally, the new trailer that they released yesterday, I watched it 5 times already.
I didn't know they released a new one. I barely remember the original one. I don't know if I've ever even seen the second one. These are on my rewatch.
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing Jurassic Park. I want to rewatch the Conjuring movies and the Tron movies. But I do want to get to this. And then I didn't know this. Now we talked about Never Back Down.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5 of those movies.
Wow.
I did not know that. I knew there was at least 2, but I didn't know after that. So I do want to watch all of those at some point as well this year.
So I Know We Did Last Summer though. Been such a fan of the first 2 movies. The third movie, I Always Know We Did Last Summer, has nothing to do with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. I think everybody's trying to forget that straight-to-video movie. But I remember seeing the first one for the first time. We rented it at a local grocery store / video store. And I remember my dad, he did not let me watch scary movies as a kid. My mom did. My dad did not. And I remember hearing about this movie, wanting to see it. And we went in. He saw the cover of I Know We Did Last Summer. And he was like, Justin, you should rent that family movie. And I'm like, yeah, family movie. Okay. And we got out to the car. And I said, you know, this movie's R-rated. He's like, what? And he looked at it. He's like, whatever, you can watch it. I'm like, score. But no, I'm so excited for it. I love the 90s slasher era, like the Screams, and I Know We Did Last Summer and Urban Legend. So we have this movie. So this, call me crazy, like out of the month of July is probably my most anticipated just because of how much of a fanboy I am. But July is like going to be jam-packed. So I'm so excited. So excited. Do you have anything else in July?
Not in July, I do not. That is the end of July for me.
All right, so August, I only have 2 movies. What do you got?
I also have 2 movies.
So, you want to name your first one?
Okay, my first one, ironically, both of these movies come out on the same day, August 8th.
All right.
Okay, the first one is a new horror movie called Weapons.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have no idea what the hell is going on in this trailer.
I have no idea.
It's got the hook. Basically, this lady's a teacher, and one night all of the students in her class just vanish.
Yes.
And then they find footage of all the kids just running out of their houses with their arms in the air like this.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And everybody's like mad, like, why only your class? It's so freaky looking, and I'm so intrigued by what the hell is going to happen in this movie.
It looks so intense. Like, you need to watch a movie. I'll have to let you borrow it, or it might be on Hulu too, but it's called Barbarian.
I've
I don't know
seen
if
it.
you ever saw. You've seen
I've
it,
seen
okay?
Yeah.
Same director who did
Yeah.
this, but I mean, these movies look totally different.
Yeah, and that movie had some dark moments in it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. So.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And it took you on a left turn. Like the movie, The Barbarian, it opens up and you think it's going to be one thing, and it totally does something different. So I'm really excited to see.
Very intrigued by it. I mean, it's horror and mystery because we don't know what the hell happened to these kids.
I mean, we don't know. And then you got that little kid's voice, and her class is the only one that disappeared. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be great though. I'm so excited for it. And you might have this on the list. I don't know if you have this.
Probably do.
Freakier Friday?
I do have Freaky.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. I love Freaky Friday, so I've been excited for this ever since they announced it, and I hope it's good. What's up,
Nathan?
But yeah, I hear thunder. Please, for everything, do not go out again.
Just get us through like another 20 minutes.
Just another 20 minutes, Mother Nature. Come on.
This is not a movie that I'm like, oh my God, I've got to go see in theaters. It is a movie that my wife will very strongly make us go see in theaters. I will go see it in theaters. I'm not going to say I'm not excited for it because I did enjoy the original one. I think Lindsay Lohan is making the comeback of a history right now.
Yes,
she definitely went down a dark path for a little bit. And she looked very like healthy in the trailer. So I'm excited to see that.
And I'm a huge Jamie Lee Curtis fan. So
yeah.
So excited for that. But yeah, I love the original movie. I think it's great. The 03, I think. And I'm so excited for this movie. So yeah, I'm ready. Even if it's not as good as the original, if it's just fun and entertaining, I'll be happy with it. Like I'll be sold. So
did you know Jamie Lee Curtis is a big anime fan?
Is she really?
She is. Her favorite anime is a show called One Piece, which is about pirates. And they're actually doing a live action adaptation of it right now. Season 1's already out, and it was very good. Season 2 is about to come out soon. And there's a character in season 2 that's a older woman who's like a healer essentially. And Jamie Lee Curtis was actually really good friends with the English voice actor for the show.
Wow.
For the animated show. And she really, really, really wanted to play the character in the live action TV show. But I don't know if she didn't audition. Maybe it got in the way of Freakier Friday, but somebody else is playing her.
I love
Jamie. But it would have been really cool.
Did I tell you I met Jamie Lee Curtis back in the day?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I've heard that.
I have a picture like right here. It's like me and Jamie there back when 2012. I have to grab it real quick. Okay. Power, don't go out. Do not go out. Keep talking.
No, you're good. A lot of people really thought she was a looker back in the day.
All right. I'm back. Okay. So before we go on, there's Miss Curtis and me.
Yeah, that's cool.
My friend
she still looks the same.
And now this was like 2012, and my friend Lois likes to say Justin used to rock a mullet back then. I'm like, it was not a mullet. I don't know what I had, but it was not a mullet.
It was there.
So, but yeah. Anyway, Freakier Friday, stoked for it. End of the summer type of movie. September, what do you have on your list? I have one movie. You have two.
Okay. And I think you will be surprised on the second one, and it will probably be on your list after we talk about it.
Okay.
So the first one I have, which is probably the same one you have, Conjuring: Last Rites.
Yes, stoked.
Yeah. Conjuring, the first Conjuring movie is the only movie that has ever scared me in my entire life.
Oh,
yes. Well, it's the only movie. So Megan watched it. I don't know if she watched it without me, or maybe we watched it together. I don't remember. But she stayed the night at my house the night we watched it. And I don't know why, but it got in my head when we were trying to go to bed. And I was like terrified, and I got up and we slept with the lights on in my bedroom. Yeah. I don't know. Just the story of like the mother getting possessed because she wants to protect her children just hit a little different.
I don't know why I'm grinning. I don't know why I'm grinning. I think I'm just getting goosebumps right now thinking about it
Yeah.
because that movie scares me so much.
Oh, yeah.
Still today. I saw it in theaters and I think I had the same impact. Like when I got home, I was like, I think I was by myself maybe, and I'm like, this is terrifying right
Yeah.
now. The scene where it always gets me. The scene where the sister is banging her head on like the dresser or the clothes closet,
Yeah.
and the camera goes up and you see that evil demonic thing. Like
On top of it. Yeah.
yes, it scares me still today when I watch it. But that's a scary movie.
One that I think of frequently was when she was like in the staircase and the door closed,
Oh,
and then you
yes.
hear behind
Yes.
her. Yeah. Oh,
Gosh.
I've always said like if like I'm probably dying either way, but I would 100% rather take on like Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger. Maybe not Freddy Krueger because he's in your dreams, but like Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, than I would ever want to fuck with a ghost.
No.
Because even though I'm probably still gonna die, at least I can punch Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers. You can't do anything to a ghost.
You get one punch.
Yeah.
Maybe two. I get one. I probably wouldn't even get a punch. I get like a little slap or something. I always say I'm the first. I would be the first one to die in a horror movie. Like it would be. I'd be a goner. So I'm not doubting myself. I'm just saying it's a fun fact. Like I'd be the first one gone. So, but no, Conjuring.
I feel like I would be the one that like sacrifices himself so everybody else could get away.
Oh, you're so sweet. So that's so nice, and you're such a nice person. I'd sacrifice myself if I didn't die first. I'd be the first one gone and be like, yeah, there's Justin. So he didn't make it. But no, The Last Rites. It's the last of the Warren movies, and this is apparently the scariest case that they've had. Like, this is the case that stopped them from doing like future like investigations, like paranormal stuff. And there's a movie out there from like 1990. I think I'll have to look it up. I think it's called The Haunted, and it's based on the Warren case, and it's based on this story. So that was pretty terrifying when I saw it way back when I was a kid. But I am very excited for this. I saw the trailer. I think I showed you the trailer. You watched it, and we were at work actually. Like I was on lunch break, and I think I was in the back watching it, and there's a scene that happens in this trailer, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I was like, "They probably hear me out there." But no, I'm stoked for The Last Rite. Very excited for it.
So the other September movie that I have is Strangers Chapter 2.
See, I almost put that on my list.
Yeah, it made it on my list. It's one of Megan's favorite horror franchises. It's mostly why I made the list.
I love the first two.
Yeah, I enjoyed them. I thought the newer one was pretty solid. So I look forward to seeing what the second one does.
I love the first two movies. Like Strangers Prairie Night is one of my all-time favorites, and the original one, and that's another movie that I still get creeped out today because my grandmother's house looked exactly like the house in the original movie, so I think that's why it terrifies me. Chapter 1, I gotta give a rewatch. I wasn't the biggest fan, and this was almost on my list, but I took it off just because I'm not as hyped. I'm trying not to hype myself too much. I hope it's good. I am going to see it in theaters because I just want to see where this new trilogy of movies is going to take off. But no, it almost made my list. It almost did. I'm glad you brought it up. So, but anyway, so October, I have 3 movies. What do you got? You got
4.
Okay. All right, you go first. And then
all right. So October 10th, we got Tron Ares. I know that's on your list.
Yep.
I'm excited to see that one. That's another series that I want to rewatch. I don't know that I've ever seen the original one from the 80s. I don't know that I've ever seen that one. But I know I've seen the 2010 one. And I remember bits and parts of it. I remember leaving the theater and really liking it. But I don't really remember the movie that much. So it's one I want to go back and rewatch. And
I
the trailer for the new one looks very solid.
It does. Nine Inch Nails is doing the music. I think it's Nine Inch Nails, and I love the movie. So the original for me is such a classic. Love that. I love Legacy even more. I think it's great, and been waiting a long time for this. Like I'm so excited to see this, and it was really a teaser trailer, but that teaser trailer was so good. Visually stunning.
What year did the original one come out? It was like late 80s.
No, early 80s, so 81
Early 80s.
or 82. Yeah.
Okay, wow. So there was a 30-year gap between the first and second one, and now a 15-year gap between the second and third one.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It is wild. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So the crazy thing is both the original and Legacy underperformed, and so they were like, well, we're gonna wait so long to do another one. And so it took 15 years to get this one going, and I hope it's a hit. I'm so excited for it, and it comes out 3 days after my birthday, so I'm going to go see it that weekend it comes out. So excited. Very excited.
So the next one on my list, this one's actually pretty high up there. It's probably top 6, maybe 5 or 6. Okay. Black Phone 2.
Oh. Yeah, it's like in my top 5 or top 6 most anticipated for the rest of the year.
The trailer for this one looks freaky. Yes. I love the concept. The first movie was super good.
Yes,
very good story. I love the concept of him now being the spirit, the killer.
Yep.
Now being the spirit and haunting the boy versus the boy talking to all the killer's victims. Yep. Both are very interesting concepts. The trailer for this looked freaky. It really went for more of a horror theme than the first one did. Yeah. I'm excited for it.
I am too. I don't want to say it right now because I don't know, but I think it might even be better than the first one. Like the way that this is, if it's done right, I love this direction.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited for it. I was freaked out when I watched this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some great moments, like the scene where he's like, and this is a spoiler for the trailer if you haven't watched it, but the scene where he is like on the ice, like just skating towards them, and like you see him coming out of like that fog or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like that was great. And there's some minor spoilers in the trailer, like very minor spoilers. Like I think there's a death that they gave away, which that could be anything, which I won't talk about too much of that.
I will say usually whenever there's a death in the trailer, it's either the opening scene or the first death of the movie.
Yeah.
Usually.
So, but it's not going to hold bars. Like this is, I feel like is going to up with the first one was intense. This one is going to go even more.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see it. I was wondering what direction that they were going to go with this movie when they announced it. And now that I've seen the trailer, I love it. And I'm so excited. And I also love that it's a snowy setting. Like we don't have too many horror movies that take place in the snow. So that is so cool. All right. What's another one for you?
Same day release, October 17th, Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh. My last movie in October. So I didn't know it was the same day release.
Same day release as Black Phone. It would be another really cool double feature.
Yes.
Like maybe drive-in or something like that.
Yeah.
I love the Mortal Kombat series, which of course I'm a gamer, obviously Scream streams. Mortal Kombat series has been around since the beginning of gaming, I feel like, for most of us anyway.
For sure.
The movies have been around. If you're a 90s kid, you know the movies were just relevant. The remake that came out a couple years ago, although it doesn't hold a lot of the charm of the original one, I think story-wise it was better.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I loved it so much.
I really liked all the characters. The Sub-Zero. Oh my gosh!
The scene where he's like in the rest, like he's outside the restaurant and he's like just is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. The Sub-Zero Scorpion fighting together at the end. Phenomenal movie. I'm excited to see what they do with the second one.
I'm excited for this. I think about Mortal Kombat because I'm not the biggest gamer like I used to be, but like the game that I grew up with a child was Mortal Kombat. Like I remember the old Nintendo days of Mortal Kombat, and then the movies came out. And the original movie from like 95, it's so cheesy, but I love it. And Annihilation, I'm not ashamed to say it. I enjoy that movie. Like I have a blast with it. Like the CGI is horrendous in that movie. Like horrendous. It's
Yeah.
bad CGI. Like they didn't even
Uh,
finish editing this movie.
Yeah. Well, it was 90s, so it was dated and low budget 90s on top of that. So
Low budget 90s.
very low budget. Yeah.
Like the first movie actually had a budget, and then like Annihilation, they're like, "Oh, we're giving you a budget, but then we're gonna scale back midway into the movie." But I'm still entertained with it. But I'm stoked for this. This was on my list. Mortal Kombat 2. I've been waiting 4 years. The last one came out in 2021. So, and now we have Johnny Cage, which I'm excited to have him in this. So.
And it's a solid actor playing him too, so we'll see.
Yep. Excited.
What's your other one in October? I've got one in October. It's another anime movie.
Okay.
And it is the movie for the anime Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
So yes, this is a real anime, Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
The premise of this anime is there was a young guy whose parents were killed by the mob, and then he was raised by the mob essentially to be kind of like, I don't know, an assassin scout type thing. Yeah. But he's like beat up by the mafia or whatever, and he finds this little demon dog that has a chainsaw for a snout. And he uses this chainsaw dog to like kill things.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But at one point, the leader of the mafia, or whatever that is in control of him, makes a deal with a demon. And basically turns everybody in the mafia into a zombie. And the boy and his dog, he had made a pact that if he should ever die, the dog could take over his body.
Wow.
So anyway, the mafia guy makes a deal with this demon, turns everybody in the mafia into zombies, and they all eat him. And he like hides into he's like on his deathbed, they hide in a dumpster, and he's like, "Hey, I made a promise to you. You can take over my body." So the dog takes over his body, and he gets like an orange helmet and sprouts a big ass chainsaw coming out of the tip of his head and big ass chainsaws on both of his hands, and he fights monsters with chainsaw blades. It's insane. It's gory. It's amazing.
That is so awesome. I'll have to check that one out. So. But nice. All right, so now we're in November, and I know I have one movie on this list that you do not have on this list.
I've got two on there right now.
I got 3. So
okay.
I have 3 of them.
Okay.
Can I start with the one that you probably don't have on your list that I have?
Go for it. Go for it.
Do you have Wicked for Good on your list, sir?
Not only no, but hell no.
I have that one on my list. I'm going to be defying gravity that whole freaking weekend. Let me tell you what. We're probably going to go, me and some buddies are going to go probably Saturday. I have a feeling it's going to be a Saturday showing or Friday. But I am stoked. I love the first movie. We saw it opening night, and this is somebody who's never seen like the musical live in person. My friend Doug has seen it. He loves it. And he said, Justin, wait till you get to Wicked for Good. It's like even better, like as the story continues. But yeah, saw the first one in theaters last year, and I loved it so much. And I remember when the movie ended, it like said, part 2 coming. And I was like, now I got to wait a whole year for this. But I cheered at the end of the movie. I think the whole theater clapped. And then the trailer for Wicked for Good came out. And I'm not going to lie, I got a little emotional.
Yeah. Wicked is a movie which I'm not a musical guy outside of a handful. There's 3 or 4 that I do enjoy a little bit. The Wizard of Oz was a solid movie, but it's not a movie that I'm particularly like, woo, about. Um, I have next to no desire to ever watch this movie.
Have you ever? Oh,
But I will say at some point, I know curiosity is going to get me, and I will end up sitting down and watching this.
I gotta ask you something. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen the movie? Because you like horror movies.
Yes,
Have you ever seen the movie Return to Oz from 1985?
have not.
So 80s childhood movies were terrifying, like legit terrifying. There's some 80s childhood movies that would scar people today. Return to Oz, unpopular opinion, I like it out of the movies that we've had so far. That is my favorite. And I'll have to send you a trailer for this movie. You would think for me it would have gave me nightmares as a kid, but it did not. Like, I loved it. I'm gonna have to let you borrow it. I know you're not the biggest Wizard of Oz fan, but you will like this one. Like, I feel like you'll like this.
Is it a musical as well, or is it just an actual movie? Okay,
it's a movie.
So
and it's dark. Like,
I
it's
will
a dark,
say,
grim movie.
If Wicked, which I know it's based off the Broadway play musical or whatever, if Wicked was not a musical, I probably would have watched it already. Because I think the characters look really cool. I think the special effects that I've seen in the trailers look phenomenal. Amazing. I just don't care much for musicals. I have not between that and it being the Wizard of Oz, it's like a double negative to me, and it makes me just not want to watch it.
Well, Return to Oz, the one I was talking about, is not a musical, my friend. Okay. So I think you'll like this one. I'll have to leave it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
But I'm telling you one thing, November, when I come into work after that weekend, I'm going to be like, I'm defying gravity. Like, I'm going to go and sing it. But anyway, I probably won't go and sing. But, so the next one, I think you have the next two that I have. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, sir.
Probably.
Predator Badlands.
Yep.
Excited.
Yep.
I love the teaser that we had.
I loved it as well. I think Predator looked great, even his hair. I'll say that for the people on the back.
We're hating this look of Predator.
I think Prey was the best, one of the best, if not the best, Predator movies that we've ever gotten. That may be controversial. I don't know. But I loved it. I thought the writer did a fantastic job. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does with this Predator movie.
Yes, I am too. Like and I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to watch Prey. So I recently watched it about 2 months ago, and I loved it. This movie is awesome. It was, a rebirth. It refreshed the franchise. I love the original Predator. I love Predator 2. I know people hate it. I love Predator 2. Predators was good. It was good, solid from 2010. And then the last one before Prey sucked. I was not a fan. Did you watch that one? The one?
Yes, where they were on the planet or whatever.
Was that? I can't even remember.
I can't remember. I remember it's been a minute since it came out. I think it was the one where they landed on the planet. Unless I'm getting it mixed up with aliens.
That might be Predators. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Anyway, but I'm excited for this. And everybody would, day one when this trailer came out, everybody was crapping on it. And I was like, are you all insane? I'm sorry, but it for me, this looks great. I cannot wait to see it. I think the Predator looks awesome. And, it's another different take of what the director has in mind for a Predator. In Prey, the Predator looks completely different from the original OG one. Mm-hmm. And now we have this new one, and people are just hating on it. And I'm like, I don't get the hate. This resembles more of the original Predator than the one in Prey did.
Yeah.
So if you love that, I don't know why you're hating on this. And I'm so excited for it. I hope it does well. I don't want the backlash for this teaser trailer to affect the movie.
I don't think it will. I think Prey did so well that people are going to watch it. I mean, it's a new horror movie anyway. People are going to watch it. It's going to be on Hulu, so people are going to have easy access to it. I think it's going to do great.
Me too. And then I think you have this movie on your list. Say what's your next one? Because I have
Now You See Me.
me too. I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
You go first and then I'll talk about it.
I absolutely love the cast of Now You See Me 1 and 2.
Mhm.
The magic tricks were awesome. The story was great. They amped it up in the second one, brought in Daniel Radcliffe as the villain. I say that loosely because it's Daniel Radcliffe. It's Harry Potter. When I first saw the trailer for this one, like the first bit of it, and it showed that it was Jesse Eisenberg with a whole new cast.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're not bringing the originals back. Like, this is dumb. But then, like, halfway through the trailer, all the originals start coming back. And I was like, okay. So they're just expanding. And there's a bunch of actors I didn't really know.
Same.
So I look forward to seeing that. I think they're going to do great. I don't think they're going to steer us bad. I may be wrong. Hopefully not. But
I'm not. I mean, I'm stoked. Like, I saw the trailer too, and I was the same way. I was like, "Where's the original cast members?" Like, they announced that they were coming back, and then they pop up towards the end of it. But I love the first two movies. I think they're pretty like underrated-ish. Like, they don't get enough talk. So if you've never seen the Now You See Me 1 and 2, watch them. They're so entertaining. Like, visually they're great, the cast is great, the stories are great. And this third one, it took a long time, but we have it, and I'm looking forward to it. The only character I noticed that did not come back, or there might have been two. Michael Caine, I don't think he's back in it. And then Izzy Kaplan, she was the lead female actress, or the lead actress in Now You See Me 2. I did not see her. I saw Isa Fisher, but I did not see the other actress. So I don't know if she's coming back or not.
I'll have to rewatch the trailer, look more into it. I've only watched the trailer like once or twice.
But it looks great. Like, I'm excited. Sure. I'm a fan of this franchise, like you. So
all right, so we're on to December.
I have three.
Okay. Okay, I've got two. So I'm curious to see. I'll let you go first.
So I'll go with the one that I don't know. Well, let's see. Let's do Avatar: Fire and Ash first.
Okay, that is my big one. That's my most anticipated movie of this year.
Mine too. Most anticipated.
We talked a little bit about this when we went and saw Cobra Kai. I've not made it to theaters to see a Avatar movie yet.
Same here.
I loved the first one. I watched it when they were playing it on TV during like school and stuff. That's how I initially watched it. Later watched it all the way through. Loved it. Second one came out, and I was like, I'm going to go to movies. I'm going to go to the movie theater to see this movie. Just never made it.
Yeah, same.
It came out, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, my God. I'm so pissed that I did not go to the movies to watch this movie.
I know. I was the same way. Like, so history with me with Avatar. So this is my early days on YouTube, everybody. So Avatar came out the same year I started YouTube, or maybe like the year after. Like, it was my early days of YouTube. And I just remember that movie for 9 weeks solid was the #1 movie at the box office. I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it when I got it on DVD. I liked it then, but I fully love this movie now. And then I wish I would have saw The Way of Water in theaters, because that movie was my favorite movie of that year.
It took everything from the first movie and amplified it visually, and the story was just so much more real. I don't know if it's because we're looking at it from Jake Sully's point of view as a Na'vi, but just everything about it was more colorful, more creative. I loved it. I'm absolutely watching Fire and Ash in IMAX.
We talked about this. We're gonna go see this in theaters.
I'm watching it in IMAX.
We will be seeing this together, my friend, and I've already told Ashton. I'm like, Ashton, watch Avatar 1 and 2. Watch it, because I'd like to bring him to the movies too. So, Ashton, if you're watching this, watch it, my friend. Watch it.
All right.
Homework assignment.
Go ahead and deliver, because I don't know if my last movie that I have on my list is going to be on your list. Because I just found out about it today.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay, so you probably don't have these two on the list.
Okay.
So do you want to just name them both off and then you name off yours?
You can go ahead and go through the spiel. It may be a movie I knew about, just didn't see on the list, or.
Okay. So this is a Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only streaming movie. I have nothing against streaming movies. The only bad thing is, like, I don't know about a lot of these movies until they come out on, like, a streaming service. But this movie, I remember they announced it. I'm a fan of the director, Guillermo del Toro, and it's Frankenstein. And I love the Frankenstein story. I read the novel. I watched the adaptations. And this is Del Toro. He did Crimson Peak. He did Hellboy. He did Shape of Water. Like, he's done all these great movies. And I think this was going to go to theaters, and now we're getting it on Netflix. And it has Mia Goth from, like, the X trilogy. Oscar Isaac, he is playing Victor Frankenstein. And then Jacob, last name I'm drawing a blank, he's a new actor. He's playing Frankenstein, or he's playing the monster. And the trailer just looked so great. And this just felt like this was meant to be put on the big screen. And I don't know if it was initially going to go to theaters and they just later announced that it was going to go straight to streaming. But Del Toro's movies, like, he has better movies than other films in his film history. But the one thing I love about him is his visuals, his storytelling, his set pieces. Like, he is just so visually a stunning director and just one of my favorite directors in general. So I'm looking forward to Frankenstein. And then this next movie, like, I kind of have a question mark because I don't know if it's going to come out in December. It says December. It's probably going to get a limited theatrical release and then go straight to video. But it's Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is a Christmas horror movie. And if you know anything about the original Silent Night, Deadly Night, it was a movie that came out in 1984. Came out the same day as Nightmare on Elm Street, actually. And it had a killer Santa Claus, and the movie was pulled after one weekend because people did not want to see Santa Claus as a killer and a slasher. So we're getting a remake of that movie. And you have Rowan Campbell from Halloween Ends in this movie, and he's playing our lead character, Billy, this time. And I'm such a big fan of that original movie, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this. So, again, don't know if it's still going to be a December release, but it set it on the list. So that is my last one.
Is there a trailer for it, you said?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that one. Okay. Yep. So let me ask you something, Justin.
Okay.
Do you remember the classic zombie movie, Night of the Living Dead?
Yes.
Okay, so you're probably aware of
Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, so you're probably aware of Return of the Living Dead, which
my second favorite zombie movie,
which took place right here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Have you seen Return of the Living Dead?
I have, yes, of course I have.
We've never talked about this before.
Oh yeah. So this is probably going to shock you as much as it shocked me. There is a new movie coming out that is also called Return of the Living Dead.
Okay.
Not the Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead. Okay.
Wow.
But it is part of the same franchise. It takes place 18 months after the outbreak in Louisville, Kentucky.
I think I
saw this is a Christmas zombie movie. Comes out on Christmas Day.
What?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I have not watched the teaser trailer for it yet, but there is a teaser trailer for it, and I will read the synopsis about this.
Please do.
Return of the Living Dead 2025 takes place in the winter of 1985, a whole 18 months after the events of Return of the Living Dead. A new trioxin leak kicks off a zombie outbreak in a quiet Pennsylvania town, and if surviving a zombie outbreak isn't hard enough, the new characters will also have to contend with blizzard conditions.
Oh my gosh! Like,
Okay,
wow.
the screen art or whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
the picture for the trailer is literally a zombie, like the skeletal zombie, like dragging a Christmas tree, like he just dropped it down.
Oh. Do you know who that zombie is, though?
I can't think of it off the top of my head, to be honest, but it's the main zombie from
Tarman. Tarman, yeah.
Tarman. Okay, I didn't know you had a name. I know it's the main zombie that came out of the barrel.
Okay, well, at least that I was like, I wonder if he.
Yeah, I didn't know if he had a name though. But yeah, it's the same zombie. I'm gonna watch the teaser probably after we're done with this. And I haven't told my wife about this. She's gonna flip because it's probably her favorite zombie movie too.
What? Man, oh my gosh!
She's the one. She's the one that put me on the Return of the Dead.
Oh my gosh!
So this was a pleasant surprise for me.
First of all, we've never talked about Returnal. I mean, I've talked about a whole bunch of movies with you. I had no idea you hadn't seen this movie. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, it is. I take that back. Like, I say it's my second. I think it's my favorite zombie movie of all time. Like, out of all the zombie movies I've seen, like, I love Night of the Living Dead. I love Dawn of the Dead. Like, I love a lot of zombie movies. But Return of the Living Dead for me, like, it's just one of the best ever. And one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Love the characters, love the soundtrack. And yeah, I heard about this and I have seen the teaser trailer. It's very short. I forgot about this one, that it was coming out in December. So I'm excited for this. Return of the Dead.
So my favorite zombie movie is probably Dawn of the Dead. It's Dawn of the Dead, then probably the 28 days, 28 weeks later.
Yeah.
But this one's definitely up there. Definitely top 5. The Return of the Living Dead specifically.
So Return of the Living Dead's my favorite. Dawn of the Dead from 1978, I think, or 77 is my second favorite. Night of the Living Dead from the 60s, then 04, Dawn of the Dead, and then I would have to think of like the top 5. But yeah, I love the zombie genre. I'm a big fan. Return of the Living Dead, just all-time classic movie. I have to let you and Megan borrow the No Brains Return of the Living Dead documentary because it literally is an hour and a half long making of that movie, and there's some like history on the film that like until you had seen that documentary you did not know about. So I will have to let you borrow this because I think you both would really appreciate this documentary and everything that they have to say about Return of the Living Dead. So, but I never saw this movie. I was like, Return of the Living Dead, that's so awesome, dude. Like, you know, they're coming to Scarefest.
The actors are?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I got my tickets to that, but I've like not even looked. I couldn't think of any of the guests that are coming to it, to be honest.
Surprised they have like a whole lineup of Return of the Living Dead. They're pretty much all of them are going to be there. And that's celebrating, I think it's 40th anniversary this year, or it's somewhere. It's a big anniversary for this movie.
I see that. I see they're on there now. I'm checking it out right now.
Scarefest. Yeah. Site. So, anyway, that is our most anticipated movies for the rest of the year. I will say, so far this year, I've missed out on some great movies in theaters, but the ones I have seen in theaters, I've been really impressed with them. So
yeah. I don't know that I've seen anything bad in theaters yet.
I haven't seen anything bad in theaters this year yet. I have not. So
yeah. So next episode we are looking at the 2nd. Yeah.
I think it's the 2nd. Yeah.
July 2nd. I have written down 28 days, weeks, years. So we can talk about those. That's what I have written down on our list that we made. Assuming that I find time to go watch 28 years later. That's always a possibility.
We'll figure it out. Go from there. If not,
If
we'll
if not, I say we come in and do the LGBTQ episodes.
that sounds great,
That's
man.
a fallback. We're aiming for 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 years. If I do not get to 28 years, we'll sub in LGBTQ.
Sounds
we got
great.
some homework. Cool.
Sounds great. Anyway, everybody, sorry if you watched the first live stream that we did. Like, storm happened. I literally was like freaked out for a second because I was like, it looks like I'm like getting like sucked in like into the ring or something like that. Type of horror movie stuff going on there. But I know myself, I know TJ. We appreciate you all watching, and thank you so much. Do you have any last words for this episode?
Till next time, y'all. Peace out.
Peace out. Love y'all. See you in a couple weeks. And y'all are beautiful people. So
Awkward countdown until the stream ends.
I know. It's always